Hello, welcome to Grief on a Tuesday Night. This is number 6. Just a little bit of an update to the last one where we were talking about our issues and problems with having an afternoon where we could respectfully scatter the ashes. Just before I start, something that really sort of blew my mind a little bit because I found out yesterday like some of the locations where people were listening to this from. And there's one or two locally to me, which I sort of expected, but I don't actually promote this. I don't promote it anywhere. I've just told a couple of people locally who I knew from the group, and that was it. So you can imagine my surprise when I've got some repeat downloads from Mexico City in Mexico, Spring, Texas, West Columbia in South Carolina, Appleton in Wisconsin, Hickman, Nebraska, Nassau in the New Providence district, Budapest, Tiana, Baja in California. Apologies if I've said that wrong. Kingston, Jamaica, LA, California, Indianapolis, Indiana, Tracy, California, and a few others as well. So thank you so much for people who've tuned in from there. As I say, I don't know how you found it because I don't promote it, but thank you so much. Yeah, it's now been noted where people are actually tuning in from. Certainly, as regards if people happen to be listening or connected to other grief related podcasts, I'd be more than happy to speak to other people, come on and talk to them as well. If that's the sort of thing they wanted, if they wanted to talk to someone new, someone different, a stranger to them, someone they don't know, then yeah, I'm absolutely open to that if that was to happen too. But yeah, so moving on. In the end, very surprisingly for myself anyway, but we decided to sort of put our foot down. Right at the last minute, we were given a change of plans again, and we're told to wait, and this thing might not even happen until the summer. So we put our foot down and we said we wanted it to be on the Thursday. So we went up the hill. Luckily, it was a reasonable day. It was perfect in terms of it was warm, but it wasn't too hot. There was a bit of cloud cover, but there was no rain. It wasn't overly busy with people. It did cross my mind, with the kids off school, possibly there might be a few more families up there. But all in all, it was pretty clear. So we just found a nice spot and did our thing. We had something to eat and said a few things, and yeah, it was all very respectful, and it's sort of exactly how I wanted it to be. And that was the main thing. If I envisaged sort of doing that anywhere, it would have been there. It was very difficult, certainly difficult for my boy as well. But I guess we maybe not drew a line, but there was a little bit of closure there, to the point now where we can at least move on from that part. There's going to be no forgetting of anything to do with memories of what's gone on in the past ever. But there is a line there we can sort of draw and move on from. I know that's probably not exactly the right terminology. Sometimes it's very difficult to think of the exact wording to get it right. But yeah, it's difficult. We're looking at our futures now, and neither of us really know what's next. At some point, I'll probably have to get back into the world of work, but I'll sort of look carefully at that before I do. And yeah, my boy's got a bit of thinking to do as regards his sort of college work and stuff like that. So, yeah, hopefully it's going to be a bright future, and we've got to do that. I think we absolutely have to do that, and we'll just see where where that takes us. But yeah, the whole day was, or the few hours we did this was good, and I'm glad we've done it. I'm glad we sort of put a foot down and got it done, because I think it would have been at least another couple of months, and it was just no point dragging it out even further on from. It should have been a long time ago anyway. But yeah, we made it clear we wanted to do it, and that's what happened. We don't really now need any further contact with her again. It's a shame, because his grandpa's really nice, totally different, lovely guy. Could talk to him all day. But yeah, it's avoiding her really. That was the big point. And yeah, we don't really need to sort of see her again now. But yeah, look, we'll move on from that, and hopefully now, yeah, we can start looking at things in the future, and see where this takes us. So yeah, this is just going to be a bit of a short one today. It was really just dealing with that update of getting the Ashes situation sorted. So again, yeah, thank you for everyone who's been listening. Thank you amazingly for these people in North America, and there was one in South America as well. Thank you so much. If anybody, if anybody wants to leave messages, or I don't really know. I'll be honest. Like I said, right from the start, this would be very raw. It's not going to be, apart from where I've started to put a little bit of music on at the start and the end. It's not edited or polished. It's just me, and it's just what I would think to be hopefully authentic and just in the raw. But yeah, depending on where you hear this, I don't know. There is obviously this does go on YouTube as well under Grief on a Tuesday Night, so it's pretty easy to find. Yeah, if you wanted to leave a comment or things that have happened to you that's similar, or just get in touch, and by all means, yeah, that'd be absolutely fine, and I'd always try and respond to people. And yeah, the bigger the sort of community, the better, really, because talking about it is absolutely vital, as I've found out now. Absolutely vital. And if you can, and sometimes it really is easier to talk to people initially, especially who you don't know, rather than family who might give you a stock answer or have a certain viewpoint on the way you're thinking, and might have they might say things to you that you're not going to agree with. Whereas when you're talking to someone you don't know, it's a lot easier, and a much more likely in the similar situation to be sort of far more empathetic with you as well. So yeah, as I say, I don't know when people listen to it on Apple or Spotify. I don't know if you can leave a message or contact or whatever. I don't know, but it is on YouTube. I know you can contact on there, and you can leave messages. So if you want to find it on there and do that, by all means. And like I say, if anyone's got a Grieve podcast or something along those lines, and they'd like to talk to me on that, yeah, absolutely, I'd be happy to do that too. So yeah, the usual sort of music, football end to things. Well, what have we got this week? So musically, just downloaded something from Bleed from Within. I can't even say that. Yeah, one particular song on there that they did with Bran, who's the drummer from Mastodon. Absolutely incredible drummer, but has also got really good vocals as well, which they found out a few albums back that actually he could really sing too. And a lot of them think he's probably the best singer actually out of the four or the three of them at the moment, because Brent left a few weeks back. But yeah, they've got a track on there that they did with him. The Machine Head album's just out, so I'm just sort of getting into that. It's received, from what I can see, a lot of criticism. I sometimes look at these reviews, and I do take them with a pinch of salt. It's all very subjective. People have got their own views. And I've seen one or two that think it's all right as well. But you've got to listen to it for yourself. If 99 people think that it's crap, but you think it's really good, then that's all that matters, really. It's it's what your own ears are telling you. So yeah, I'm gonna have a listen to that. And there's a new Sabaton one, so my son's really happy with that. They've got an album and a big tour coming out later on in the year. So they've just released a single too. literally a few days ago. So, and football, well, last weekend was an absolute disaster zone. Unless you're a Crystal Palace fan, in which case it was fantastic. Villa just never turned up at Wembley. It was obviously, I've said before, it's not my favourite place, Wembley or London, full stop. So to go there and get absolutely smashed and humiliated in such a way, it really couldn't have been any worse. We couldn't have, envisaged that at the start of the day, thinking that the way things could have gone. Strangely enough, neither of us were particularly nervous, and that wasn't because we thought we were obviously going to win or walk it, and far from it. We're playing a team who've beaten us regularly over the last few days. So, we had to walk away from there. Pretty down. It was a slow trip back. Although we got the train back to Harrow fairly quickly and just got out of there as quickly as we could. So it was pretty horrific. They've got Villa have got Fulham on Saturday. Who knows what sort of atmosphere that's going to be? It's going to be a tough one. And TV wise, I got recommended watching Gangs of London. For some reason, I'd sort of wondered if it was going to be a bit like a sort of Peaky Blinders, even though I haven't seen Peaky Blinders. I know what it's about, but it wasn't. It was sort of pretty modern. There was three series of that to get through, but it's pretty good. It got a little bit complicated at times, sometimes remembering who was who and who was doing what and who betrayed who and who'd swapped sides and all this, who was dead, who was alive. But it was really good. And watched it through to the end of series 3. So would definitely recommend that one. I'll definitely get sort of back onto another topic for next time. As I say, this was just an update to the last one, just to say that things have been finalised and sort of gone the way we wanted it to go. I'll be back and ready for another one. Hopefully that'll be number 7. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Take care. Speak to everyone soon. All the best. Bye. 'Cause changes have come your way. Don't find